What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the LEGO Star Wars Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Packs at 75412 with 119 pieces that retails for $23 US. So higher price here for a battle pack, of course, in a smaller box as well. But it's a pretty cool 2-pack where we get 2 Night Troopers and 2 Death Troopers as well as a dropship that kind of goes along with the Ahsoka show. So these would go perfectly with that Ahsoka set we got that came with all the different characters. So pretty cool drop set. Of course, we don't see this at all in the show, but still a pretty cool set to get more troopers for it. And then if we spin it around, we can see just some of the ship there. So the ship land, all the troopers like coming off of the ship, and it shows you can store their guns and stuff there. So it looks pretty cool. Like I said, though, nothing really exciting about this, though, unfortunately, especially because of that price, but still a cool pack. But here we have our 4 figures from the battle pack. So of course we have our 2 Night Troopers to start out. So we get this one, of course, has like the Stormtrooper armor, but with the red wrappings, a little bit of gold sort of thrown in there as well. Of course, I talked about this in the last video, but of course the nice gold design like holding the armor together. And then we get the gray helmet as well. So the Stormtrooper helmet there, just all in gray this time, has some gold lines running throughout it as well. Just looks good. And underneath we have zombie heads. So we'll have zombie heads for all those. So it looks pretty good with that weird smile, some printing there on the back as well, showing some lines and everything, but just an ugly face there for a zombified creature that the Night Troopers are. And of course comes us with a standard blaster gun. So we'll see that with at least 3 of our characters today. So then we get another one, of course, going to be pretty much the exact same outfit design. There is different wrapping between the two though, so you can see different wrappings across the chest and legs. Actually, the legs look about the same, but across the chest and midsection there is a little different. But then we just get the normal helmet again with more of the gold lines sort of holding it together with the zombified head underneath, and comes with the gun and blaster there. So just everything looks about the same, just different colors of helmets. Then moving over to our Death Troopers, so we get cool Death Troopers as well. So they're in their all black armor, a lot of red lines and stuff for the wrappings going around it. Of course, all the gold holding it together as well. We get the Death Trooper helmet that has the cool green here on the like breather down below. Of course, it's got like it split open there across the eye with a bunch of gold around it as well. Just looks really nice overall with the black colors mixing in that red and gold. Love the green thrown in there as well. And of course has the zombified head underneath there as well. So it looks pretty good for him. And I do believe these two are exactly the same. The only real difference is that from the instructions and stuff, you give one a longer rifle and one the smaller blaster. But yeah, it looks outfit wise and stuff, they look exactly the same. Just 2 of the exact same figures there. So overall pretty cool for our minifigure selection. Like I said, it's nice for a battle pack army builder, so you can just buy a bunch of these and build up an army of both Death Troopers and Night Troopers. And of course that brings us to our build of a dropship. So we've had multiple dropships before. Of course this one looks a little bit different, but still has very similar things. So we get like the sort of wing designs up top. I'm sure this is used to help like control the ship and everything. We get some blue engines here in the back, so some blue studs there showing the engines. Of course our cockpit in the front with a big windscreen, so protecting whoever the driver is, with some stud shooters off to the side, so we get some red studs and this one to shoot out there if we want. Of course it's pretty just basic and flat on the bottom. Like I said, it has these pieces up top that you can sort of move around and adjust there. Of course we get our seats or places for our stand, so we get 4 slots. We can put 4 characters, but we only get 4 in this pack, so we have to have one have a driver, so we're going to have an open slot. And then we get some clips as well to store the weapons, so we can put the characters on and store their weapons there if we want. So we can bring our characters back out and sort of put them in here. I don't really know if it matters who goes where. We'll put this one as the driver though, so we'll just sit him in here. Kind of got to fit in here under that little hangover piece and then just attach this. Now I wish this would be attached on, easily move in and out of the way, but you have to completely take it off there. And of course we can hang its gun over to the side, so just store the weapon there and take our other troopers. So let's actually put our Death Troopers here in the front, so I'll just leave the weapons in their hands so they're ready to go as they get dropped off. So put them in the front sections here, and then put our other Stormtrooper here in the back, so the ship then can now fly in, land, and drop our troopers off and then take back off again. So overall pretty cool design. Like I said, very basic and simple. Something like this makes sense for a battle pack. Wish there was a little more detail into it, especially for the higher price, but still pretty cool. Or if it would have came with another character of some sort, so we could have all their spots filled on the ship. But still looks pretty cool for the drop ship. Just like I said, nothing too fancy about it though. It's a very simple basic design, but I love the minifigure selection. So let me know what you thought of the Death Trooper Night Trooper battle pack down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like and hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.